boys and girls. Ho ho ho. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, it's almost Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, today, as I told you, I was gonna try to do more videos before Christmas and all that. And I'm gonna try, okay? Because I know lately there are a lot of excuses, but hey, life is life and whatever, okay. Little sleep because I have a 10-month devil, and then yesterday I was rehearsing and whatnot, so I'm ever so slightly tired. Okay, but I decided, yeah, you know what, let's keep up with the videos and just give some useful information. The first thing I wanted to say, okay, because I published, the last couple of videos, and they were about high notes, and then when I made a search on YouTube, I found a lot of videos about how to hit high notes and stuff. Guys, I gotta be very sincere with you, okay? Most of the techniques that you're gonna find in those videos are not gonna be useful for the operatic stage. Okay, now you can hate me or whatever, but uh, as Giacomini, rest in peace, said, you need a theater voice. It means no mic, and in order to get that, those techniques that are explained in these videos, and I know it, out of experience because I have studied them, before I started, starting with my beloved. Hello, maestro. How you doing? My beloved James McCrae. So yes, I have experience with the Burton vowel coffin and all those mixed voice and vowel register and mixed register and whatnot. The sound that you make with those, using those techniques, is quite small. And if you don't have a mic, you don't have amplification, you're not gonna be heard. That's my take. Okay, I could be wrong, but my experience tells me that that's the case. Now, second point I wanted to clarify. As I said in the last video, there are many ways to how could I say, to explain, to make an interpretation of the Melocchi method, the principles. I am explaining, or I'm trying to show what I what I learned with James McCrae. So what he learned from Mario del Monaco in Lancenigo, and that's what I'm doing. That doesn't mean that other teachers, other I don't know, other students, maybe of Marcello del Monaco or even Mario, or even Melocchi, who I doubt there are many, because we're talking about Melocchi died in, if I'm not mistaken, in 1960, so there are not many around. As Maestro Ribichesu said, that everybody made their own interpretation, but the fundamentals are these ones. That's why it's called Tecnica di Affondo. Okay, so you can criticize as much as you want, but what I learned and the sound that James McCrae students produced, it goes in line with the Melocchian sort of school of singing. So today I just wanted to talk about what in Italian is called lo Sbadiglio. Okay, so basically yawning. But hang on there, right? Because this is universal. I mean, so many teachers, they talk, oh, you have to yawn or sing in the position that you are about to yawn, and then is when it becomes complicated. There is when it becomes like, oh, you know, how do I stop myself from yawning and then I sing, or how do I sing whilst yawning, which is virtually impossible, right? Okay, so now I'm going to explain why and the benefits of it. Okay, so we're gonna take a note. We're gonna do one of these glottal stroke. Okay, so remember, you know, oh, 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 yeah, oh, 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 right? That is what I would call like a neutral position, right? So from here, oh, 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 lo. Okay, now what happens if I enlarge, right? Like stretch, elongate actually the instrument? Well, what happens is that obviously I increase the chamber of the resonance chamber, okay, of the sound. So it turns something like this. See? A bit more shallow. Yeah, so if I have this sound and then I sort of stretch, do you notice the difference? Because actually it is quite a difference. Okay, so if I have a scale, for example, from bottom C, you know, and I do it in a neutral way, you know, okay, but now I imagine that I am like doing this kind of sound, and then of course I use the arytenoids to actually you know, contract the vocal folds, but not squeeze, because then you will provoke constriction. Yeah, this turns into this. It's much more baritonal. It's like I don't know, thicker, you know, but that doesn't mean that it costs me more. It's just that the sound is bigger and richer. Now, the thing is that in the low voice and the middle voice, you might notice it as we ascend. So I'm not gonna do the whole thing, otherwise the video is gonna be too long. Yeah, but if I go, for example, to I don't know, an E, and I go with this la la, see? Oh, instead of oh, oh. Do you see the difference? So the depth that I achieve by thinking that I'm singing down and out, and in fact I'm gonna try to interpolate pieces of a video of somebody that actually his name is Franco Tenelli, that he hasn't published in ages, but I used to watch his videos long ago, and he talks actually about this, and he actually makes this gesture. Now it helps enormously. It really facilitates both for men and women, So, you know, I'm on an E, but then what happens when I go to an F? What I want to do is I want to round the note, and I want to, yeah, deepen the sound, stretch the whole apparatus, and then I get this. La, la, and that's not covered. That's an open sound, but it sounds somehow covered, has a lot of depth, doesn't cost me peanuts, and it's quite big outside. Okay? Now, what would happen if I relax there? La, la, oh. See, the cover is very deep, rather than la, oh. See, that's shallow. So this is affondare, right? This is actually going deeper. This is like stretching your your voice pipe, whatever you want to call it, you know. It's not about lowering the larynx, it's about tilting, but really tilting to the max. Now, as we ascend, again, it's really, really relaxed. La. Wow, and that's your F sharp, and it's quite a chunky sound, right? G. La. So I'm already deep on the first note, right at the beginning of the scale. La. And that's where the squillo appears. So even my daughter is protesting. Okay, now I'm not gonna say that there is a resemblance with Franco Corelli, but this is basically how he sang the middle and upper middle register. So let's say I go to an A. La la. See? Ah! Right? Wow! It just goes down and out. Okay? And you don't want to be flat. Oh, you just have to think this. Oh, 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 la. And there you get it. It's a B flat, but it's like deeper and richer. Okay? And yes, I'm knackered. I'm totally knackered from this week. It's been, but there you have it. So now you would ask, so what happens when I go above these notes? So I go beyond B flat because everything is vertical up to B flat, and then I have to reopen, on B natural. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it by section. Yeah, I'm gonna isolate this, and I'm gonna go from an F sharp to a B natural. I want this first note to be really covered and really deep, and then reverse it. Yeah, so see what I mean? Then you have a B natural that is a honker and is super connected. So there is no mix, there's no head voice, there's none of that stuff. Okay? Now I got a joke from a wonderful German student of mine. And he said, "What is Manrico's favorite ingredient in his pizza?" I said, "Salami, right?" So salami, right? Anyway, bad joke. Anyway, so how am I gonna approach this? This G, right? I'm gonna do exactly the same. That first cover, la. This one, la. Instead of la, no, la, la. And you can't deny that actually the squillo and the strength and the how can I say this? Like basically you can touch the note. Not only is easy, because it is easy, but it has all the elements of actually a do di petto. So there is this kind of chest quality to it. Why? Well, because it's coming from the cover, but it's a very deep cover. All right, so just let me drink again, because why not? Yeah, so I go really deep and I think down, and then I change, and I go up, but I'm really low in the first position. Yeah. And there you have it. You have a high C, but it sounds really powerful, and it's very organic. And I could go on. So I just have to really go deep in my cover on the, with this. That actually. See, it's this soft, very soft feeling. Okay, it's not. No. And then when I go there. and then you got your D flat. So how do you apply this to repertoire? Well, again, you're going to apply these depending on the repertoire you're singing. If you're doing sort of a dramatic repertoire, I definitely would advocate for you to use this kind of but actually I would advocate to use this approach, maybe not so radical. I mean, these are exercises, you got to remember that. It's not that I'm gonna sing like that the whole time. No, this is to build up your voice. This is just going to the gym and then you apply it to the repertoire. But if I'm singing for example, che la mi creda, you know, che la mi creda, libero e lontano, sopra la nuova via. You see how enlarged, how like, oh, there's this, oh, instead of bringing it up to the mask and all that, that would be, you know, constricting, you know. So what happens when I go to the climax and I go to that B flat, right? You know. Peanuts. Peanuts. Why? Because I'm totally tilted. Okay, totally tilted, and it comes from before. Now, as Chekele wisely said in an interview, you gotta be careful about how much you dig and how you dig, because this is soft, and the sensation should be soft. So the cover, you know, has to be soft, right? Pavarotti himself that said it all the time. I'm relaxed, right? I know this video is getting a bit long, but I gotta say, lately, you know, there was a conflict with somebody, you know, that basically they removed one of my videos because of copyright, although it's all over the internet, all over the network, where the great Paride Venturi explained the appoggio in, you know, according to the Melocchi school, and he talked about if I have a sound, for example, here, you know, an F, and I just go out, that's not a supported sound, even if I'm, you know, trying to bring the mass, that's not a supported sound, and eventually it's gonna cause constriction. So what Melocchi does is he goes down, you know, and so backwards and inwards. See? I'm not even covered. If I cover, that's covered. And that is supported. Okay? Now, if I add this, yeah? Then that F and that B flat are exactly the same. Okay? Alright, well, that's all for today. I hope this is helpful. I will do a second part of it because, again, I'm very tired. I mean, I sang my tits out yesterday, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to do this video. I hope you enjoy. If you have any doubts, please do contact me. You know, many of you do, and I'm very happy. Tons of my students are benefiting from this that I learned, of course, through McRae, and there is a moment in which you have to incorporate it, or you can incorporate it. This is like, you know, you cannot get everything at once. Your voice develops, and then you incorporate new elements. So I would start with a neutral, you know, neutral position. You know, if I start, for example, on an F, you know, and then so instead of yeah, that's when you you lower. Yeah, you come from a deeper place. But that doesn't mean that you're gonna lose the top if you're smart enough. Okay, because if I have a B flat and an octave, and I go la really deep la, I don't think I lost anything, or I pushed, or my face was like saying, ah, I'm in panic. No, I am not. All right. Okay, enough. I get into priest mode, and and the videos last forever. I hope this is helpful. And once again, I'm here to help. Yeah, bless you all, and Merry Christmas. And I will say Merry Christmas again if I do another video. Always a pleasure to address myself to you. Enjoy. Checking out. Bye.